today we're here to do the Warner Brothers Harry Potter studio tour right here in Tokyo. Let's go check it out.
That's really cool.
We haven't even made it inside the actual exhibit yet. But the gardens are so beautiful at the front. They've got these really cool statues. I joked on the way in, I saw one from behind that looked like a snake and I was like, oh, like it's the basilisk, not realizing that these were actually Harry Potter themed statues. It's not the basilisk, I think it's Nagini. But then I looked up and I saw Hagrid and Harry. You've got the glasses behind me, Harry's glasses. There are some Patronuses over there. It's really beautiful, these really beautiful gardens. The exhibit's like in a park, so you have to like cut through a park to get to it. I'm really excited to go inside now.
What's your Patronus?
I can't remember what it's called. I have a feeling it's like some sort of horse, I think.
Okay, and if you could choose your Patronus, what would it be?
I don't know, I kind of like this guy.
Yeah?
Yeah, and go Hufflepuff, team Hufflepuff.
I'm pretty sure my Patronus is a dolphin, which I mean, I love dolphins. They're so cool, they're so smart. It's just something I'm not sure we do share. What we definitely don't share is the love for the ocean. I mean, I love looking at the ocean, not a huge fan of swimming. If I could choose my Patronus, I'm pretty sure it would just be a dog.
I have some really good news. There's about to be a bar.
Oh, yeah.
We're in trouble.
Of course, we did the Harry Potter exhibition when we were in London, which was really, really awesome. Why there is one in Tokyo, honestly, I'm not sure. I think it's great. As I've said, we've been to a similar experience in London, so it'll be really interesting to see how the Japan one compares. And already, this area is massive. Similar to the London experience, we watched a movie and now we've come to the Great Hall, which of course is not the real Great Hall. It's not where they filmed it, but I have to say it's a very good replica. It feels like I'm standing in the Great Hall in London. We've got a lot of different props and artifacts on display, a lot of which are real. They were used from the movies. And Stace and I were saying on our way in, we're wondering why this exhibit exists in Japan, because we don't think any of the Harry Potter films was filmed in Japan. But I think it is just because Harry Potter is obviously such a big franchise and it is huge in Japan. Of course, they've got Universal Studios with the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Osaka, but it's pretty busy here and people were so hyped up watching the movie, and when the doors to the Great Hall opened, it was just this really special moment. So I think it just goes to show how big Harry Potter is. It's not even a Japanese film, obviously, but it doesn't matter what language you speak, doesn't matter where you're from. Chances are Harry Potter is a big deal. And we also got to see the man who voice acted or dubbed Harry Potter's voice for the Japanese versions of the film. And that is just something I've never thought about before. It's just so cool. There will be so many different versions of Harry Potter and Hermione and all the other characters in different languages, and I just think it is really special. And we've got some subtle Hogwarts music in the background, but what I'm also hearing very quietly is the sorting hat sorting through different people's houses, which is really cool. As Stace mentioned, she is a Hufflepuff. I'm also a Hufflepuff, as much as I try to fight it.
Up until the Great Hall, it was very similar, almost identical to the one in London in terms of like the order of things and what you see and what it looks like. Definitely, I think, less props in the Great Hall than what you see in the London one, but coming out of the Great Hall, completely different already. So I'm excited to walk through and see the differences. I believe there are some exclusive sets here, maybe from the Fantastic Beasts films that aren't anywhere else. And I think it's the largest indoor Harry Potter exhibit, which is crazy.
That staircase is moving. That definitely didn't happen in London.
We're about to become one of the moving paintings. This area I don't remember in the London one. They didn't have
No, I don't. Not with the moving staircase.
Not with the moving paintings, the moving staircase. Like, come on. That's pretty cool. Hey, the people in that portrait look pretty familiar and really cool.
Some of us are respectful and polite and we're making our portraits, and some of us just choose to push the boundaries.
Don't disturb me when I'm in my portrait.
Okay, I think it's time we move on to the next area. You're having way too much fun. That was so embarrassing. It's kind of funny, they've got the Gryffindor Home Room on display and then also the Slytherin Home Room on display, and Comparing the two is pretty funny because the Slytherin homeroom kind of feels like a 5-star hotel. Not that I've ever, no, to be fair, I've stayed in a nice hotel recently at the Miracosta, but this is what I'd imagine a 5-star hotel to look like. You know, leather couches, a little bit dimly lit.
Yes.
No. A bit dimly lit, and then you compare it to the Gryffindor homeroom, and it kind of feels a bit more like a homestay in a nice way. It's very homely, very like warm colours. I just thought it was funny. So it definitely felt like we stepped into the movies as we're walking past the sets, but now we are actually jumping into the movie. We're gonna go watch a Quidditch match. So we've been sorted into the Gryffindor area, and it feels a bit like home, doesn't it? A bit more than Hufflepuff does.
It's really rude to Hufflepuff. I would never make a joke like that.
Gryffindor is who we want to be, Hufflepuff is who we actually are.
I think I'm a natural, but you know, I mean, if this whole YouTube thing doesn't work out, I know what I'm doing. Don't know about you.
This place is really, really cool. We've cheered in a Quidditch match, we've appeared on a moving painting, and I just witnessed an awesome cast member defeat a Death Eater. So far, I'm having a really good time.
That's a very flattering Voldemort mannequin in my opinion. He is a lot fugglier than that, let me tell you.
But now it seems like it's time to head to somewhere a little bit more spooky, a little bit more forbidden. We're entering the Forbidden Forest. Oh my gosh, I can see Buckbeak! And everyone knows that you should always bow when meeting Buckbeak.
Past your Patronus. Wow. I got it!
Hagrid, is that you? Go. I think not.
So I began to think that Aragog was quite cute, even thinking that if I saw something like that in our house, I would still try to put it outside rather than smack it, but that he threatened that his children would eat us, because apparently we're friends with someone called Hagrid. Never heard of him. Never heard of him before in my life. So then we ran. That's my friend Hagrid's house. And we've already made it to the Backlot Cafe, which is like the halfway mark of the tour. I've lost Stace because I think she heard the word butterbeer and just vanished. I'll go find her.
The stuff on top alone is worth it. Yeah. It's so good.
We've made it to the train station, right in front of the Hogwarts Express, and as I said, it always brings me back to Universal. We love the Universal Parks, and I will put our most recent Universal Parks video up there in the corner. I love this exhibition so much because Japan has so many amazing photo ops. You can get a photo op in front of the train, you can get a photo op making your way to platform 9 3/4, and we already did all the other stuff in the area before our butterbeer tasting, so I love it.
I'm going to Hogwarts.
This I do not believe they have at the London version of this exhibit. This is insane. It's like it feels like full-scale Ministry of Magic.
This isn't diagonally.
This is like theme park level theming, Universal level theming. It's, I think, reason enough to come here. For sure, if you're in Tokyo. Hagrid's animatronic head is so lifelike, it's really creepy. You're a wizard, Harry, but also you should subscribe. And it would not be a Making of Harry Potter exhibition without Diagon Alley. ended the tour greeted or finishing up with the gift shop, which is ginormous. It's like a whole separate exhibit itself. There are books flying in the sky, broomsticks. I've never seen a gift shop like this before. It is kicking the London one out of the water. Shows how insane is this gift shop.
I know, it's way better than the London one. It's massive.
She's accepted who she is.
I've taken the test about 5 times. It's just who I am.
Yeah, the theming and size of this gift shop is blowing me away. And that finishes our time at the Harry Potter exhibition. I thought it was really awesome.
Definitely. I was worried it would be a bit repetitive, having done the London one within the year, but there are enough differences to make it really cool. Some really cool sets that they don't have in the London one, which we loved. We had a great day.
I think if you're a Harry Potter fan, even if you've been to another exhibition before, I'd still recommend checking this out. We booked our tickets with Klook through the app. It was super easy. It's not sponsored or anything, but if you're coming, I would recommend booking your tickets through Klook, and if you use our code GOFORLAUNCH, you might be able to get 10% off your first booking too, so check that out. But we're actually doing this little outro from the cafe area at the beginning of the place, and you can sit on little chocolate frog booths, which is really cool, and they have some really yummy, fun, interesting treats, which we're unfortunately not getting. If you like this video, give it a like, and YouTube thinks that you should watch this video next. Thanks for watching. Bye. I'm a wizard. No